Good morning, Isbell Condors. I'm Asher Gonzalez.
And I'm Liliana Mraz. Welcome to the second edition of News from the Nest.
Now, we're in the month of December. However, before we go over this month's festivities, let's recap what we did in October and November.
Let's hear from Gigi with news about our first ever Isbell rally.
Thank you, Lily. During the month of October, we had our very first rally here at Isbell, where 7th and 8th grade had competed for who got the most points during the rally. 7th grade won Class Scream and who got the most spirit. But don't worry, 8th grade, you guys won the Poison Trash Can games. But 7th and 8th grade weren't the only winners at the rally. So was Mr. Donahue when playing against Miss Guerra, which Mr. Donahue won. Now on to Noe with more information about Red Ribbon Week.
Thank you, Gigi. Good morning, Condors. Did you participate in our Red Ribbon Week activities? Because I know I did. On Monday, Condors wore red. Tuesday was a Halloween costume contest where students showed off their amazing costumes. On Wednesday, we wore crazy socks to put a stop to drugs. During lunch, ASB students had the impaired vision goggles for students to use. On Thursday, we wore our jerseys to team up on drugs. During lunch, there was an officer on campus to talk to students about Red Ribbon Week. On Friday, we wore our college gear to show that we were too smart for drugs. During lunch, there was a guessing game where students came up and guessed how many M&Ms were in the jar. Anyways, that's enough about Red Ribbon Week. Let's move on to Asher to hear more about Isabel's events.
Thanks, Noe. Those activities at Red Ribbon Week were very fun. What was your favorite activity, Lily? Mine was the police Q&A. I always feel safer when the police are here.
My favorite was the costume contest. Let's hear more about it from Jalissa.
Thanks, Lily. What's your favorite holiday? Mine's Halloween. Did you see all the amazing costumes people had on? There was deers, horses, chickens, robbers, and corn. Our 8th grade winners were Sebastian Medina first, Ramses Pacheco second, and Tony Longan third. Our 7th grade winners were Zayla Miranda first, Duke Matthews in second, and Rain Coburn in third. That's it with Halloween. Now I go to Maria with the pumpkin carving.
Thank you, Julissa. Did you guys enjoy the pumpkin carving contest? Because I did. It was so exciting watching everyone compete to see who the top 3 winners will be. The winners received prizes such as candy, condo books, and more. Speaking about winners, let's talk about who won the top 3. The 3rd place winner was Giselle Gonzalez. The 2nd place winner was Julissa Melendres. And for the winner was Viviana Lopez. Congratulations to our pumpkin carving contest winners. Now on to Viviana with Dia de los Muertos.
Thank you, Maria. Good morning, Condors. On November 2nd, Club Ganas held their 2nd annual Dia de los Muertos celebration. Our school was filled with cultural pride, with over 60 amazing ofrendas being displayed in the Literacy Center. Each one had a heartfelt tribute to honored departed loved ones. La M radio station was playing music, passing out prizes, and cash. The celebration featured fantastic folklorico dancing that really amazed everyone in attendance. There were food trucks in the quad serving Mexican food, bacon wrapped hot dogs, and mini pancakes covered in syrup and whipped cream. There was free pan dulce for everyone. The Dia de los Muertos celebration was a huge display of culture, community, and commemoration. A huge shout out to Mr. Candia, Mr. Lopez, Renaissance High School, and all of the Club Ghana students that helped create this amazing event. Now let's pass it on to Asher.
Thank you, Viviana. Asher, stop with the guitar.
Oh, sorry, Lily. Just can't wait to rock out with Mr. Bruce. Speaking of, let's go to an interview of him with Lizette. Lizette?
Thank you, Asher. So now I'll be interviewing science teacher, Mr. Bruce. First question, what made you become a science teacher?
My undergraduate degree is in science, with a credit shy of a minor in chemistry, so science was always something I was really interested in.
Okay, so next question. In your opinion, what is the best part of your job?
It's people. It's interacting with people. And previously I was in the world of sales, which is working with a lot of adults usually. And for me, education, working with kids, is applying those same kind of skills, but maybe trying to motivate them to do something that's meaningful as opposed to just selling a product.
Okay, so my final question is, was being a teacher your first career?
No, before I became a teacher, I was in fact a State Farm agent in Camarillo. I had even managed the Citibank in Camarillo, and I had gotten frustrated managing adults because I noticed that a lot of adults weren't really good at math and they weren't really good at a variety of things. So I decided to go into education and try to help solve some of that problem that I was experiencing when I was a business owner.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Bruce.
Thank you.
So now to my friend Emily, who will be interviewing another fellow staff member.
Thank you, Lizette. Now we will interview our new librarian, Mr. Horace. So the first question I have for you is, when did you realize you wanted to become a librarian?
Thank you for having me. So when I was in high school, I worked at a local library, and I went to UCLA, and I spent a bunch of time working or studying and working inside libraries. And eventually, I landed in another middle school where I was working in the library, and I realized that working with books and working with kids, that just eventually became my passion, and I realized how important it was for me to work in that context with kids.
That's great. The second question I have for you is, did you need to earn the titles of any college degrees, such as a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree?
For this title, not necessarily. Other positions, you definitely need like a master's in library science. For this position, you mainly need experience working in libraries. And so, of course, to get that experience, sometimes you need a bachelor's. But for this position, you mainly need experience. And as I said, I've worked in libraries in the past, so I was able to show the school that hey, I have the abilities and skills that you guys need.
That's great. The third question I have for you is, what steps did you take to pursue this career?
As I mentioned, I went to UCLA and I got my bachelor's in philosophy. It doesn't help with library stuff, but I eventually started working at another school district and working in their middle school, working in their library, and with that experience, 'cause I worked there for a few years. With that experience, I was able to come over here, and I had the necessary skills to be able to run a bigger library with more kids. And so, yeah, it took some time, but now I'm here.
And the last question I have for you is, what other schools did you work prior to working at Isbell?
So I'm from Ojai, so I worked at Matilaha Middle School, which was the middle school over in Ojai. They had to unfortunately close it, and so now here I am about a year later, and I'm ready to help out kids and to work with kids. But yes, I definitely have some school experience.
That's great. Thank you for this interview. Now let's pass it back to Lily.
That's fantastic, Emily. Welcome to Isbell, Mr. Was. Make sure to go by the Isbell Library and say hi to our new librarian.
While you're there, maybe you can check out a book or two and learn something new about the world. Let's go to the turkey trap.
Thank you. Did you or your friends donate to the Canned Food Drive? The Canned Food Drive is an amazing fundraiser that donated cans to local families in need. The cans were to be turned into your advisory teacher. It started November 28th and ended December 14th. Thank you to everyone who donated. The first place winning class will receive a pizza party, second place will receive pan dulce, and third place will get a popcorn party. The winner should have already been announced. Now, moving on to Jose with the turkey trap.
What a great way to give back to the community this holiday season. Did you guys participate or enjoy the turkey trap? I was there and the races were intense. Inside the gym, a race course was set up for the participants to complete. It was a difficult race, but the people who participated made it out. In 8th grade top places, we have Ivan Galindo's team in first, Jose Vargas' team in second, and Brian Perez's team in third. For 7th grade top places, we have Duke Matthews' team in first, Sebastian Juarez's team in second, and Samantha Martinez's team in third. Great job, Condors. You guys did great. Also, a big thank you to Ms. Epley and the staff who made this event possible. And now back to Asher and Lily.
Great information about the turkey trap, Jose. Hey, Lily, how did your team do during the turkey trap this year?
We do not talk about that. Let's change the subject to the band's winter concert and go to Lola.
Sorry about that, Lily. My team got second place. Well, anyway, let's talk about the winter concert. Were you able to watch our Condors play in the gym last night? Our concert band played songs such as Secret Agent Sugar Plum and Tantrum. Jazz band played songs such as Lowrider. Lastly, our intermediate band played songs such as Winter's Medley and Nature's Fury. I hope you got to watch our amazing Condors play last night and you showed your Condor spirit. Speaking of spirit, let's go to Alyssa with Spirit Week.
Thanks, Ella. It was wonderful hearing our Isbell band play beautiful holiday music. Now let's talk about Spirit Week. Did any of you dress up? Danica and I had fun twinning it. And I must say, there were really cute outfits on Disney Day. How about Adam Sandler Day? Joseph rocked her Adam Sandler outfit, even borrowing a pair of Mr. Lopez shorts. I brought my cheer bag on anything but a backpack day, so hopefully you all were creative too. My favorite day was pajama day because I like to be comfy and cozy. Remember to dress up in our next Spirit Week in the spring. Now to Edgar with sports.
Thanks, Alyssa. Condors, have you seen the sports we have here at Isbell? We have volleyball, cross country, basketball, flag football, and wrestling. The volleyball team had made it to third place in their championship. The cross country team made it to the Ventura County Championship with runner Xavier Gomez taking home a medal. The wrestling team champions are Zayla Miranda, Charlie Castillo, Bea Ving, Atiri Garcia, Renee Vega, and Roberto Neri. Second place medalists were Ethan Gonzalez, Jose Vargas, and Bella F. The fourth place medalist was Rain Coburn. The East Magdaleno, Michael Cardoza, and Adrian Ben Rochelle had won the esports semifinals. The 7th and 8th grade flag football team both made it to the second place in their championship. The basketball score are 1-1 for the boys and 0-2 for the girls. Now let's pass it back to Ashley.
Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this edition of Views from the Nest, and that concludes the 2023 school year. I'm Ashley Gonzalez.
And I'm Liliana Miraz. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year. See you guys.